This is the utter silliness. And this is why I don't take these news conferences live. Not only that, I don't take them because, y'all, he lies. He lies. This is what he said 3 days ago.
By this disease, whatever they want to call it. You can call it a germ, you can call it a flu, you can call it a virus. You know, you can call it many different names. I'm not sure anybody even knows what it is. But the children do very pandemic by this disease.
He says you can call it a flu. Today's news conference, he says it's not the flu. Then he says no one knows what to call this. Yes, they do. It's called a virus. It is baffling to look at the level of dishonesty that we hear every single day. And this thing is real. It's real in how it's impacting people. Vice President Joe Biden continues to draw attention to Trump's massive failures.
You've said repeatedly that you think that some of the equipment that governors are requesting, they don't actually need.
When I hear face masks go from 10,000 to 300,000 and they constantly need more.
Is there an action he has not taken that you would be taking right now if you were president?
One, I would make sure that he uses the Defense Production Act for masks and gowns, all the things that our first responders and our doctors and nurses need.
Somebody should probably look into that, because I just don't see from a practical standpoint how that's possible to go from that to that.
Why are we waiting? We know they're needed, and so I would be moving rapidly.
Something's going on, and you ought to look into it as reporters.
Look at what's happening here. You have nurses showing up wearing garbage bags as over their bodies as protection.
Where are the masks going? Are they going out the back door?
We need to get them the help they need right away.
There's something going on. Well, it's not. I don't think it's hoarding. I think it's maybe worse than hoarding.
And yes, Donald Trump still doesn't get it. Doesn't get it.
It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
The frustrating thing about all of this is it really just feels like it's too little too late. Like we knew it was coming.
The risk to the American people remains very low.
We had to get a refrigerated truck to store the bodies of patients who are dying.
When you have 15 people, and the 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero, that's a pretty good job we've done.
Yeah, that's the cough.
People are getting better. Almost everybody that we see is getting better.
The hospitals look like a war zone.
People come in, they get intubated, they die, the cycle repeats.
So I would love to have the country opened up and just raring to go by Easter.
This is for real. Please stay inside. Please pray for the people, y'all.
Everybody is getting better. Really? Look at these heartbreaking tweets from people who've lost members of their families. From the Fab, my aunt died yesterday. Her daughter died today. My cousins lost their mother and grandmother to COVID-19 in less than 24 hours. From Kirsten Allen, my uncle was tested positive for COVID-19 last week. By Sunday, he was hospitalized and on a ventilator. This morning, my cousin let me know he didn't make it through the night. As the president fiddles, people are dying. Also, go to my iPad, please. This video here, State Representative Isaac Robinson of Michigan, member of Phi Beta Sigma. Yes, he is white. He's a Sigma. He actually, 44 years old, contracted coronavirus. He also died. Statement from the Senate Democrats: "We're absolutely heartbroken to hear of Isaac's untimely death. Isaac was a fighter for his district and proudly carried on the family tradition of advocating for the working people of Michigan. This is just terrible news, and we will hold the Robinson family close in our prayers tonight." I was looking at a story before I came on the show. Adam Schechter of ESPN posted this particular tweet. There's a sports agent who represents several NFL players, Buddy Baker. He posted this yesterday, 2 hours ago. He lost his mother and father to coronavirus. Go to my iPad, please.
Contracted COVID-19 and unfortunately passed away this past Sunday due to complications. My parents were amazing people. They were married 51 plus years. And they passed away 6 minutes apart. Just a few weeks ago, they were in perfect health. We live in a world of it can't happen to me, it can't happen to us, it can't happen to my family. Well, it happened to us. I'd like to take this time to make people start thinking about making a change. While the CDC and all the regulatory bodies make suggestions on what we should do, I'm not sure everyone really understands the importance of it. Hopefully this can be the catalyst for a change. Practice social distancing, wash your hands as regularly as you can, and importantly, stay at home. This is an opportunity for something which was very bad and tragic to my family to prevent someone else's. Sometimes people can, especially young people, can feel like they're immune from something, we're invincible, and that's simply not the case. It's not the easy choice, but it's the right choice. It's the safe choice. So during this time, realize it's boring to stay at home and you're not going to be able to live life as we've grown accustomed to. But it's necessary to help fight and stop the spreading of this horrible virus. As part of my job, an essential quality is the ability to lead, some might say inspire others. While we usually look for a positive thing to be an inspiration, we hope that what's happened to us and our family inspires others to start leading and unifying with each other to make the right choice and the challenging choice.